Hello and welcome to solving trigonometric equations. So let's go straight into an example. This is a really National 5 question, so we'll have a look at it just to remind ourselves how to do these questions. So solve for x between 0 and 360 degrees. So root 2 sine x equals 0.5. So first thing we need to do is make sine x the subject. So we divide through by the coefficient of sine x. We divide through by the root 2. So sine x is 0.5 over root 2. Now, just worth having a little think about what we're actually trying to find out here. So if we sketch this graph and find out when that graph is a height of 0.5, that is what we're actually trying to do. So I've got that open up already. So here's root 2 sine x. So it's the sine x curve for the same period from 0 to 360 to a height of the square root of 2, which is roughly 1.414. If we just have a look there at the maximum. So we are trying to find out when the curve is at a height of 1/2. So looking at this, it'll be 21.5 and also 180 minus 21.5 due to the symmetry of the graph. So that's why on our ASTC diagram, if it's sine and positive, we do 180 minus the angle that we first get. And if it was a negative question with a negative value for sine x, that's why we do 180 plus or 360 minus, because we'd calculate this value first, and then from the symmetry of the graph, we know it would be a height of negative 1/2 at this point and at this point. So essentially all we're trying to do is find out when the sine curve is at the height of whatever value we're given in the question, and in this question it is 1/2. So divide through, find the inverse sine of 0.5 over root 2, which is 20.7 degrees. So I've got my ASTC diagram. So as it's sine and positive, I'm looking in the first and the second quadrant. So my angles are going to be 20.7 and 180 minus 20.7, which will be 20.7 degrees and also 159.3 degrees. Okay, I will do a separate video for the other questions.